Hey, Daniel, I'm bringing some worldwide breaking news to you, buddy. It's up to you to share the information. I brought some fake news for you. Actually, it's real news, I think. NBC News. I didn't make this up, bud. Check her out.
Exist and President Trump knows about it. That's according to Israel's former space security chief. In an interview with an Israeli newspaper, he said the aliens have been waiting until today for humanity to develop and reach a stage where we will understand in general what space and spaceships are. NBC News chief global correspondent Bill Neely explains this one.
Hi, Alison. Well, this is quite a story, and it comes from the man who headed Israel's space security program for nearly 30 years. Chaim Eshed is making the extraordinary claim that the United States and Israel have been in contact with a group of aliens for years. Not immigrants, but extraterrestrials. He has called them the Galactic Federation of Aliens. And he says President
I'm a Galactic Federal agent. Remember that, Daniel.
And had been on the verge of revealing their secrets, he claims, but was asked not to do so by the Federation in order to prevent what he calls mass hysteria. Well, the retired general said the US and Israel have kept it from the public because, quotes, humanity isn't ready and the aliens don't want to reveal themselves until humanity can evolve, he says, and understand what space really is. Well, the good news is that he claims an agreement has been reached between the US government and the aliens, a contract to do experiments here. There's also, he says, a secret underground base on Mars where there are American and alien representatives. Now, this former head of a branch of Israel's defense ministry is 87. He was very well respected, at least until now. And he said all this in an interview with an Israeli newspaper in Hebrew. But it's really taken off after parts of it were published in English by the Jerusalem Post today. He says he's come forward now in the hope that his news will be accepted as true. He notes that if he'd made these claims 5 years ago, he would have been hospitalized, but now he says, I've got nothing to lose.
Real mental case, Daniel.
So far, President Trump has not tweeted about this. Well, remember, a year ago, he did set up the Space Force as the fifth branch of the U.S. Armed Forces. Well, we did ask the White House, the Department of Defense, and Israeli officials to comment. So far, they have not responded to the NBC News request.
They have not responded to the NBC News request. 4 years ago, nobody could get up there from NBC in front of Trump and say, hey, can we settle this Galactic Federation thing? Is that guy from Israel crazy or what? But the thing is, Daniel, there's a Canadian defense minister too. His first name was Paul. I can't remember his last name, bud. But he had a lot of chitter chat going on about the Galactic Federation. He actually made it into the U.S. Congress. This was a Canadian defenseman, real. No mental, speaking of mental issues or nothing. He had some things to say about the Galactic Federation too, Daniel. Can you imagine me, the Mashiach, asking Donald Trump, hey, what would you say in front of Jesus? Does the Galactic Federation exist or not? Well, then God's plan would come perfectly, beautifully together, I think, Daniel. That's way better than some shock tactic, you know what I mean? Make an announcement like that and then people could, come to terms with things. Who knows, eh, buddy? Who knows? Anyways, this could be a delusion, but you see how I come up with things logically, bud?